This is the Boys Down Bad podcast, and we are extremely excited to welcome on Husker football tight end Chancellor Brewington to the pod. Boys, give it up. Chancellor, thanks for being on, dude.
I appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah, you bet. So we wanted to start the interview by saying from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for beating Iowa.
Yes, thank you.
It's been a long time coming, and that was really awesome to see. I wanted to start there. What was it like going to Iowa, finally getting a win there? And what were the vibes like? How were the boys feeling? Obviously, we knew we weren't going to a bowl game, so
Right.
the opportunity was there except for not much to play for. But you guys figured it out and played your ass out. What was that like?
I think that's just a testament to the culture of the team and the things that people didn't get to see that year was, like even through a coaching change and do new defense coordinator, new special teams coach, all this stuff. Was still able to band together and really, really just have fun playing football. And yeah, so going into that week, we knew like the conversations were really that this group of people ain't gonna be together. So this probably be the last time. And then, and I look back and I'm like, wow, like the last time we was all together was the Iowa game.
Mm.
Like that's we saw each other that night afterwards, celebrated. But other than that, like that was the last time on that bus ride home back to the stadium from the airport. That was the last time we was all together. So, that's a special moment. I mean, we're all gonna remember that. That was not only for us, but the players before us that didn't get the job done. But yeah, that felt good.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been a long time coming, like we said earlier, but that was awesome to see you guys come together and get that win. Let's go back to the beginning for you. So you're from Arizona. You went to Northern Arizona originally for college, play football, where
Right.
you suffered a pretty big injury, right?
Yeah. Well, I had a few there.
A couple. And
Yeah.
I was reading, didn't doctors say you had like a 0% chance to play football again?
Right. Right. Yeah. So, wait, are we diving into that? Because that's a
Yeah,
long
if you
story.
want to, if you feel comfortable sharing.
Nah, I ain't no. Yeah. So when I was there, I had my junior year or my third year playing. You know how this shit work. But third year going into playing, had like a routine labrum surgery. That's pretty standard in football. Dudes pop their shoulder out all the time, have to get surgery. Like, it's pretty routine. And then I rehabbed that and I was coming back. And then we're getting ready to play, and that's when the COVID stuff was happening. So we didn't get to play, but I'm 100% healthy. Ready to play. So, that time a lot of teams put their focus back into the weight room and, conditioning and, getting the body right. So we were all training, and we were actually doing like a max day before we started. We basically had like a sprint, like another mini fall camp. So like we're about to start putting pads on, start practicing and stuff. Um, Awaiting the pending season in the spring because FCS did theirs in the spring. Y'all played like what 8 games in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nebraska did at that time.
Yeah.
But and then as we're power cleaning one day, and I was power cleaning. It was a pretty significant amount of weight, and my foot just slipped out of my shoe.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and the bar fell on me. It just was this whole big thing, and I ended up dislocating my left wrist and breaking my right wrist at the same time.
Oh geez.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Thanks.
So yeah, so it was just a crazy thing, and then the whole time I didn't know my right wrist was broke. I was just like, like I probably just fell on it, like like we're just focused on the left wrist, and then even with my left wrist, they're like, yeah, I know football is probably not the best thing you should be doing because with that injury, they're saying that's like the same injury, like if you was driving and you had your arm straight out and you just was to ram into a tree or something like that, people snap their wrist like that. So like the amount of force, um, that was the equal amount of force to power cleaning and something falling on you. So, just battling through that and then coming back, um, I was rehabbing my left wrist, and my right wrist was all right, and then uh, I finished kind of, I turned in a 6 month recovery into like a 2 month recovery with this wrist, and then got ready to play in the spring season, which probably wasn't my smartest moment, but I just wanted to play football, right?
Right.
But and battled through that, and then we're a week before the season. I haven't played in a couple years, and then um, my I'm getting my wrist taped, and then all of a sudden it's swelled up to a balloon on my right side. Like I can't even bend it. And then they're like, "Yeah, I think we gotta get X-rays." And then they tell me it's broken. And then that was my last week at NAU. Looking back at it, and then I hop in the portal, go to Nebraska, and then when I'm at Nebraska, my this last year, um, I ended up re-breaking my wrist at some point in the year. I don't really know when it was, but I just played through it, whatever. And then I got the surgery again, and then they went in and looked, and they're like, "Yeah, your wrist is messed up. Like, we don't want you playing no more." And then ended up getting a surgery. When I woke up from the surgery, the surgeon was telling my mom, like, "Yeah, he's done playing football for sure." And then my mom was like, "This is what the doctor said," and I laughed when they said that. I was like, yeah, that's funny. So how are we gonna so when can I play next? Like, yeah, so that was a battle in itself. That was going into this season, and then you know, had a lot of support though. So that's the reason why it happened, and faith, and a lot of nights praying, man. But other than that, yeah.
Absolutely. That's a great story. How did you get to Nebraska?
It was a combination of uh really the main piece was that my uncle played there, Toby Wright,
Okay.
Javen Wright's dad. He was a safety
Mhm.
in the '90s. So him playing there, Javen playing there, kind of a door open there, and then knowing a couple other AZ guys, but that was really why I picked Nebraska.
Okay. Did you have a lot of offers coming out like into the portal?
Well, it was kind of a thing where right as I jumped in
Or
the
you
portal,
kind of just knew you were going there probably?
yeah, it was one of those, like, right as I get in the portal, I'm like, this is where I was looking, and then schools will message. I didn't even have Twitter at the time, so it was hard to get a hold of me. So they were having to email me, and then like it
Mhm.
would take a couple. Like it was just like, yeah, I'm just going to Nebraska. So there's a few schools. It was bigger schools than I thought were hitting me up, and but yeah, it ended up working out.
Yeah, so kind of obviously we talked about the Iowa game. What's your favorite memory as a Husker?
Oh wow, a lot. I mean, there's so many. Like the best ones are the ones in the locker room that nobody sees. Um, just cause like we was that. I mean, at NAU I was on 4 teams, so that's 4 different locker rooms, and then my 5th year being my first year at Nebraska, that's a fifth locker room. But this past year it was definitely the closest locker room I've been in. It was um it was just fun to, like, every day, like, we just have to practice, no matter if we just offense got the ass beat, or defense, defense got the best of us. We in there, and we just going through it together. If we had a hard day of summer, we gonna make the best out of it. We get in the locker room, laugh, joke around. But I would say, um, I don't know. Let's think of a couple. For sure Malcolm's touchdown against Indiana,
Mhm.
the block punt, that was for sure one of my favorite. The Rutgers game, just in general, being down 14-0 or 13-0. Um,
Speaking of the Rutgers game, can I tell you my favorite memory of you?
uh,
It was when Anthony Grant ran that dude over for Rutgers, and there's that video on Twitter of you, and you're just in complete awe of what he just did.
nah, cause I was super stuck, cause I seen dudes get hit before, like And then I seen his eyes, like he knocked him out. Like it wasn't even no like he ran him over. No, he knocked him out. Like he hit him with his right fist. Like it was crazy. And like he was not here, like he was not responding, like he was out cold.
Yeah, he was out cold. Because
Yeah,
it
he was
looked
out
like
cold.
when he got hit, he just like went limp, like in the
Yeah,
air. It was crazy.
yeah, like and his eyes was like all the whites and like it was crazy. But that was a for sure moment because AG's so humble. We're walking back to the huddle and we're like, bro, you just knocked him out, and he like yeah, and like no whatever, just waiting for the next play. But that Rutgers game for sure. And then Iowa, that was. But I mean, I would say I practiced. We've had a lot of memories. I don't know. I would say that my favorite times just in like football in general is just like seeing seeing guys develop into like um you start off the season and you go through a 12 game season. Who you are in week 1 is not the same player in week 12. Like, or even the first week of camp. You cut on the first week of camp film and we cut in week 10 of practice film. Like you're gonna look at yourself like, what the hell was I doing? But I would just say seeing the progression in guys, and then also seeing like the character development, the leadership, and all that stuff like stack on top of it. um those are the special moments I like to see. And then I'm gonna come back in like 5 years, and then you know uh if some of the guys are still there, seeing them grow up and become the leaders and the guys to take the reins.
Mm-hmm. So who are like the biggest leaders on the team this year?
Um, it just depends on what type of leader. There's just so many different relationships in there. And it's rare. Offense and defense do so many things apart.
Mm.
And you know, like uh like G Nelly, he would come to the offensive huddle and just give a little speech, just a little warrior speech before we go out to battle. And it started week 1, and then now we go into like we're in Purdue and we're in these dog fights in the Big Ten, just like we're just battling. And now we going into the defensive huddle, like, hey man, we need y'all to pick us up, stuff like that. But the captains did a great job, and I would say one person that don't get enough credit is probably is Nick. He tore his ACL, and whatever, he could have easily just went up to the bleachers every practice, but he was on the front lines with us still. Um, just being a captain and just the dude he is. Those are the type of players you want to play with.
Yeah, kind of obviously kind of a rough season. A lot of things happen. I guess what's probably like the toughest thing that kind of the team has to go through when there's a midseason coaching change?
Um, I would say keeping the main thing the main thing. Because at the end of the day, like, it was sad as hell when Frost got fired. Like it was just a sad day. And then because you form a relationship with people in the building, and in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, well, everyone with Frost is gonna get fired here soon. Like you just think, like asking questions to anyone, whatever. You just thinking like, yeah, well, that was his right hand man. He's probably gonna leave. The strength staff. So everyone's kind of like on board. But I would say one person who held us together was Coach Duval, the strength coach. Big ups to him. And it's frustrating because people dog him and whatever, but it doesn't make sense because he's gotten me so, like, I was a receiver at one point. This man got me squatting 600 pounds and doing, what I'm saying? Like, that's not, that takes expertise and development, and all the things that people are saying, isn't happening. Well, he was able to do that for me personally. So my testimony is always going to be good with him. But, he brought us in actually so we lost to Georgia Southern Saturday. Sunday, Frost gives a speech, and it was sad, man. Like, it's just sad, like your coach, the leader, the one leading you in the battle is, whatever. And then, we didn't really know Mickey that well. And we all messed with Mickey, but it was just like, wow, like what is going on? Like, it's a receiver coach. Like, the defense don't really know the receiver coach, you gotta think about like the D line, like the linebackers, they don't know the offensive receiver coach. So that was adjustment in itself. But Coach Duval actually sat us down, offense and defense, and he just told us, like, in the middle of battle, sometimes he's just giving a war reference, and saying that, sometimes your commanding officer might go down, and someone else has to step up. And during that time, bullets are still flying. I remember that was one thing he was saying. Bullets are still flying. I think we had Oklahoma the next week. Like, what are you going to do? This is what you signed up for. You signed up to play for Nebraska. You didn't sign up to play for a coach. He mentioned there's still fans. There's still people out there watching you, your families and all that stuff. So that's the biggest challenge, is blocking out the noise. That's some Coach Mickey said, and that's something we really did, and blocked out the noise. And there are so many things that happened that this year, and we just had to block out the noise for real.
Yeah, it's really cool to hear, your perspective as someone on the inside, because, like, as Husker fans, when you go on Twitter, you see, all this stuff, you see in the news, you see, rumors. So it's really cool to hear, how much respect you have for those guys, those coaches, and
right.
So it's a cool perspective. So speaking of coaches, obviously the news, Matt Rule hired. Have you gotten to talk to him at all? I know that we've been drinking the Kool-Aid. We're ready for next year. We're excited. Have you gotten to talk to him? Have you met him at all?
No, I haven't. I met most of the staff, though. He was just out recruiting when I was up in the building, but I don't know. It's weird, like, you just went to battle and you just put your life, the way I play the game. I put my life online every week, and then we come in on Monday and we got a new coach. Like, I'm like, wait, like, I gotta get treatment still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think the program, ultimately, looking at it, I actually met Coach Campbell. We had a long talk, the strength coach. Great dude. But yeah, he is. But I mean, from what I'm hearing from the players, and I met some of the coaches, everything going in the right direction. And I think what they're learning is that, okay, they on paper it looks a lot worse than it is. I think the culture in place is, still needs work, but I think it's the best it's been in a while. I would say maybe a couple pieces short, couple both sides of the ball, maybe, and ultimately, I think if you just preach executing and preach just getting your job done, and Big Ten's a little different, but I think that adapting to it can be easy if we're given the right formula.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, so kind of going back to high school, I was reading that you played, obviously, football, baseball, and basketball. What were you better at, baseball or basketball? And do you think you could have
Baseball.
baseball?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I stopped my sophomore year, or after my sophomore year. It was just like, I just wanted to, I mean, my dad played baseball. I grew up in locker rooms and clubhouses, and I've been betting around the game. I could have taught a pitching lesson at age 10. Like, that was what my dad did. So, you know what I'm saying? So
Were you a pitcher?
I did pitch. I was a position player as well. I played short, third, and pitched as well. But definitely baseball, it's still come naturally to me. I mess with the baseball players at Nebraska. I'm like, I could take I could take fungos with you right now. Like I'd be messing with them. I was like, I probably got quicker hands than all y'all. But yeah, but I mean that's my sport, and I'm always gonna say that just because it come naturally to me and something I'll never lose.
Yeah, I just have who's the funniest guy on the team?
Oh man, that is
Have an
no
answer
like
that we love.
who do y'all think it is? Go give me 5 names.
Okay, number one, get money, Caleb Tanner.
Oh,
obviously.
Oh, get money.
Get money, baby.
Get money.
We love his Instagram. We think it's hilarious.
No, did y'all no, my favorite one of CT is the one y'all seen the one where'd we go? Oh, we went to New Jersey. We went to Rutgers and he did y'all seen a video he put on his Instagram?
Probably.
I'm sure we
You
did.
got y'all got after this, y'all go back and watch and y'all got send me y'all reaction because he do like a I don't even know. It's like a play-by-play of like it's like a vlog of the whole Rutgers trip. And it was just hilarious. Like the stuff he be saying. He talking about a fly that he brought to Nebraska, to New Jersey. Like it was just he's just a funny dude, bro.
My favorite caption of his is I don't remember it all, but it's like I pledge allegiance to the hood
To get this money.
That's so
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a joke in our group chat. We always send his posts to each other, and we try to decipher what he's trying to say. And
Really? Puzzle.
it's hilarious. We love
Nah,
it.
it is
Is
funny.
he number one?
See, y'all don't know about Anthony Grant though.
Mm-hmm.
AG Mike is up there. He for sure is up there. And then I say CT, and then Taman, Mondo. Who else is funny? I'm definitely putting Buddha, Javen Wright in there. I'm definitely putting Buddha in there.
Okay.
And then I'm missing someone for sure, but Trey.
Okay.
Trey.
No, Marcus Washington too. Mark,
okay.
yeah, he's hilarious for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to keep you too long, but to finish up, you're done now, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm getting an agent and
as far as Nebraska goes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nebraska days are over with.
What's next for you? Are you looking to go to the league?
Yep. Got a couple agents in line. I'll be like officially declaring here soon, but
nice.
For the most part, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be rooting for it, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you. This was really, really insightful interview, and thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, you too. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, shout out to Chancellor. That was an awesome interview.
Yeah, that was really good.
Great guy. Wish him the best. Great representation of Husker Nation right there.
Yeah.
So, love that guy. Let's move into a little Husker update. The Nebraska basketball team got screwed on Saturday.
Ref show.
Hose job.
Absolute ref show.
Officiating was horrible.
Chris, you were filming, correct?
I was on camera. I was underneath the hoop that Casey made that 3 to force overtime.
Yeah, talk about the vibes.
It was immaculate. It was the best feeling in PBA that I've had there. Like, even though we lost, like, I was working for BTN. You can't cheer, obviously, for either team. And I had to catch myself when Casey made that 3. I started jumping out of my seat. And I was like, oh, crap, I can't do that. Yeah. And then I ran over to the bench. They were fired up in the huddle. It was so loud. I love this team, really.
So,
I mean,
I love this team.
I do too. This was the first game I've in Creighton, I guess, but intently watched, and we showed just a lot of heart, a lot of hustle.
Yeah.
And, we might not be the most talented team, but we try really hard.
Well, yeah, that's what Fred said at the beginning of the season. Like, he said the fans are gonna love this team because they're gonna be. And even Sam said when we interviewed him, like, they're together as a team. They focus on defense. The culture's great. They all love playing with each other, and they are fun to watch, even though not the best offense, but they're still fun to watch because they play hard. Casey's a baller. I love Casey's energy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's fired up. It's
I think they're going to have a chance to win a lot of games because their defense is going to keep them in it.
Well, me and Chris mapped it out last night. We mapped out our path to the NCAA tournament.
Fill us in. Are we?
So, got to beat Kansas State this weekend.
Yep, that's
Huge
on Saturday.
Okay.
Then Tuesday, we got Queens.
We'll beat them.
Then
Then they get a
Big
long
Ten
break,
starts.
and then Big Ten starts.
So, if we win these next two, we'll be what?
8-5.
8-5.
Yep, and then we have 16 more Big Ten games.
We got to win our home games.
Yep, if we go 8-8, that gets us at 16-13. Win a couple games in the Big Ten tournament, be like 18, 19 wins.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have we have the most quad 1 games in the country right now, tied for it.
Yeah,
Just
So
get them
that's
talking.
always good.
Get them talking.
Yep.
Was it Boston College? Is
Yeah,
that still a
they're-
quad one?
Yeah,
They're really bad.
we need them to do
So-
a little.
I have a question
Better.
about that. So
Okay.
is it at the time it was a quad 1 win, so it counts, or is it at the end of the year?
It can change throughout the year.
Yeah.
Okay,
Depending.
because I saw a poll on Twitter where it was like, for like, what would Nebraska fans rather have?
I did see it with
Creighton.
Yeah.
Like win a lot of the games so it stays as a good strength of schedule, or have them lose every game.
We need Creighton to win.
Yeah, but it's
I
kind
voted
of
for
funny
I-
watching.
But it is
lose-
fun
lose
watching them
every-
lose.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah. So there's a path for the Huskers to still
Yeah.
Clear
do
path.
everything
We
they
can
need to do.
Steal a couple on the road.
Oh yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
Minnesota's bad, Northwestern bad.
I said
Iowa.
we need to go 8-8.
I think if we go 8-8, you're gonna finish top half of the Big Ten,
Yeah.
and the Big Ten's good,
And that's
Like-
going 500.
and that's going 500.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you
Imagine
win your home
10
games and
6.
steal a
Who's to
couple on
say
the
we can't
road,
go 10-6.
Who's to say?
And then
could happen.
once you get to the tournament, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Is this the year?
That could very well be the year.
after Saturday, I always say we're gonna make the tournament, but I don't really believe it.
Yeah.
But
I
like
say
after
it and
Saturday,
believe it.
I'm like, I think there's a chance.
Yeah. It's exciting. Very exciting.
It's fun.
Need to. Trev, you've been to a couple games, right?
Yeah, I have season tickets.
Okay.
But
You've been. Peters, have you been to a game yet?
I have not.
I haven't been to one either, so I need to get there.
Yeah.
You're going to the K-State game.
I am going to the K-State game.
At
I'll be in
Kansas.
Kansas City
Nice.
at the Sprint Center, whatever the heck it's called now.
T-Mobile Arena.
Mhm.
Yep, I'll be there. So hopefully we.
Cheer hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grease Man hooking us up, so
Nice.
it's good.
Oh, you're getting tickets from Grease Man?
Yeah, I think so.
Why didn't
That's
you
what he said.
hook us up?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Word.
heck?
My brother texted him, and
Oh. Juice big leagued us.
It's all right. We'll forgive him. Let's move into the down bads for the week.
Any thoughts on
Hang on.
football? I see we're getting recruits, or we're getting commitments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some commitments. Nothing special, though.
Nothing super newsworthy.
Our buddy Malachi is visiting Colorado.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hate that.
hate that, but
I texted Dylan when it happened,
Yeah.
and I said it's worse for Husker fans that he canceled his Michigan visit
mm-hmm.
to go to Colorado.
Yeah, because he loved Michigan. Like,
Yes.
talking to us.
Yeah, true. Not
Still don't have a
great.
wide receiver coach.
No, we got a defensive coordinators. No,
yeah, defensive
Defense-
coordinator,
since the last time
Syracuse from Syracuse.
from the
yeah.
Yeah,
since the
that-
last
that
time
was
we
a good hire.
recorded.
What was
yeah,
the
yeah.
transfer? Was it Jaden Good?
Jaden Good or Jaden Gold, something like that.
Yeah.
So he transferred to Syracuse,
Yeah.
which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because we just got their defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
So that was confusing.
that was. But who's the Georgia Tech quarterback? Is
Jeff Sims, I'm all in.
it's all in. He's taking a visit.
He visited last
he did?
weekend. I saw
Oh,
it was
last
like
week,
a
okay.
prediction that it was 100% to Nebraska.
Really?
100.
I'd take that.
Sure.
I'm not sure he's visited anywhere else, so I think
Because he's more of a dual threat.
which is what Rule's gone
It's
with in
fine.
the past.
Yeah.
So
Could use that with our O-line.
Yeah.
Huh.
not really
Ah.
liking the Raiola retainment, but we'll see.
You know,
So-
people like him, though.
Do we want
Players
him for
like
his
him.
son?
Yeah, that's why we kept him.
Yeah.
Is we were
yeah,
trying to get
that's
Dylan.
possible.
Could be something to think about.
Especially because, Dylan is a senior this year.
Yep.
So if, say, Jeff Sims comes here for a year, I think he only has a year left.
Mm-hmm.
Casey's out after this year for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
You keep
Sleeves a
him on
starting
to keep-
spot for
Yeah.
Dylan Raiola.
flip him from Ohio State.
Never
I
know.
truly think that's the only reason we kept him.
That's immediately what I thought.
I
when
think
saw
Rule
that.
actually liked him and had some.
I mean,
talks with
I bet
him,
he's a
but
good guy. It also helps that it's his son, right?
Now
his
it's his
nephew.
Nephew, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
mean,
it's his nephew, but
Oh, it's his nephew.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
that
but
doesn't
still.
hurt the job security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The number 1 recruit in the country for his class.
And he's only been here a year, I guess. A lot
Yeah.
could change.
I'll be honest, the Kool-Aid has simmered a little bit for me.
Yeah,
it got that initial taste when we hired Rule. We started
Well,
saying all these things, and since then I've been just kind of
It's just regression
keeping
to
my
the mean.
distance.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can't be that high all the time
no.
on him.
It's
So
the off season. Let
you
them
know,
do
we're
their
just going
job.
back
And
to- I'm still excited.
I truly think this season did take a toll on me, though. Just
This one hurt.
This one was kind of. It was a big season of reflection, saying
Yeah.
maybe we just will never, ever be good.
Well,
so. No,
we'll be
talk
back.
to me August
We'll
be
first,
back.
and I'll be
Yeah, for sure.
different man. So
Yeah, so not a ton of news, but it's good to talk about. So down bats. Should we do that?
Yeah, my down bad is just the college football world in general. We lost a legend today. Mike Leach, unfortunately, passed away. Really sad to hear what happened, where he had like a massive heart attack and then didn't receive medical attention for 10 to 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just one of those guys that we thought we'd have forever in college football.
Yeah.
Even if his team wasn't great, you were always getting good quotes.
Yep.
You were getting something that you're like, man, I just really like Mike Leach.
Mm-hmm.
And
Great guy.
his coaching tree is unbelievable. Like Dave Randon, Neil Brown, Sonny Dykes, Josh Heupel, Dana Holgerson, Cliff Kingsbury, and Lincoln Riley.
Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's impressive.
It
I was on Twitter today and I counted 10 tweets in a row that were videos of a different speech of his.
Mm-hmm.
I just
some of
went
his
down-
best quotes and
Yeah,
stuff.
went down a rabbit hole of that, and it was really made me happy, but also very sad.
Yeah, I
So-
saw one where it was like Mike Leach told a player that like and this was like I think when he was at Texas Tech, like I don't think you're gonna play. I don't think you're ever gonna play, but I want you to come coach.
Oh yeah, I did.
And it was
see that.
Cliff Kingsbury,
No, I think it was Lincoln
Or-
Riley.
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I saw one where they're doing a ESPN, like one of those E60 things on him.
Yeah, I did.
They'd
see
already
that.
started it or whatever.
Yep.
And it was like him just like one-on-one with Rinaldi. Maybe not Rinaldi, but another ESPN famous reporter. And he asked him, like, what do you want them to write in your obituary? And he's like, I don't care. I'm going to be dead. It's
Yeah.
their job to write the
Yeah.
obituary.
So
And
what do I care? I'll be dead.
yeah, but just that was him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Great
it's
guy.
tough.
Lost
And-
a good one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, even like the Gardner Minshew, like he was gonna go be, I think, a graduate assistant at Alabama, and he's like, come to Washington State, be my starting quarterback, and he finished in the top 5 for a Heisman that year. It's just, it's really sad. I saw like Lane Kiffin was talking about how it's like a heated rivalry, but he loved Mike Leach.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like I'd never heard anything bad about him, so it's a sad day
It was
for
a
the
sad
college
day.
football
Sad
world.
day, bad day.
Pour one out for Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mike.
Anywho,
Trev, you got one?
yeah, my down bad is TikTok because
Oh.
they tried to cancel our king. James Draws gotten a little ruffled some feathers and temporarily got his account banned.
What did he do?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Somebody commented on somebody commented on one of his videos and said, "James, do you support BLM?" And he replied, "No." So there's a lot of speculation, like maybe James just doesn't know what BLM
He didn't know what
means,
BLM
'cause,
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean that's
he's autistic, but the guy that asked him that was just looking for an answer, and
Yeah.
he just said, "Hey, James, you probably can't say no. Maybe just don't answer that."
Yeah.
it's kind of messed up by the guy who is asking that because
Yeah, he's setting him. Just
Setting him up for failure. Yeah,
I
but-
saw his TikTok. He's like, "I'm back," and he said, "What happened?"
what happened.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, he's back. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah, he's back.
good
That
try
was-
TikTok. You
nice
can't
try.
cancel our king.
It was almost a very because that happened today, didn't it? Or was it yesterday?
It was last night. He got canceled.
He
yeah,
came
that
back
wasn't even.
today.
Yeah,
We almost had 2 legends
yeah.
go down.
in one day.
Yep. And then I saw some tweets today saying like the federal government's trying to get rid of TikTok.
I did
so
see that. Yeah,
They might really be down bad.
That would be bad for
that would hurt the boys
our
down bad.
industry.
That's our
Yeah.
That's our biggest following.
I love TikTok though. I
yeah.
just
Oh,
love
yeah.
getting on it. It'd be tough, but
Mhm.
I understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
What happened?
happened?
What happened?
Can't cancel our king. My down bad is attractive men.
Shoot.
Because Jack Harlow is now dating Dua Lipa.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
what?
Came out today. He wrote the song Dua Lipa, so he manifested this himself, you know. Said I'm trying to do more with her than do a feature, and he did. So shout out Jack Harlow. But also people kept bringing up him and Skeet in the same
I mean, Skeet's with Emily
Radzikowski.
Yeah.
Radzikowski.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So Skeet and Jack Harlow, I don't think Jack Harlow's that bad looking, but people dog on
No.
him on
I don't think
social media a lot.
either of them are that.
No, but they just
But Dua Lipa.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a poll. It's a poll. So
Also, I mean, Kim K for Pete.
yeah,
That's-
Yeah.
that's
Those are
an
just two
poll.
insane polls.
Yeah. So we tip our hats to the, you know, the public might not see them as the most attractive guys, but maybe they have the best personalities.
Yeah.
So-
If you're Pete, you have the base dick.
Yep. That is what they say. So attractive guys, down bad this week. All right, good down bads, guys. That was
Glad
good.
she's home.
Yeah, glad she's
Very
home.
diverse down bad.
Yeah,
there.
a lot of topics covered.
We covered
there.
a lot.
We did. We are approaching bowl season. Great time of year. I love watching bowl games.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. We are going to do a bowl pick'em competition in the Boys Down Bad this year. So we're gonna pick. We're each gonna pick every game spread
Against the spread, obviously.
against the spread, of course.
The game inside the game.
Yes, the real game. And whoever there'll be a prize for first and a punishment for last. And we haven't stuck true to our punishments.
Yeah, hand up. I know.
Yeah.
I've been told. I
But-
have a beer mile to give up.
Yeah, and you will.
I will.
I know you will.
I will. Trust me.
Yeah, but we are gonna have another punishment at a later date for the loser of this. We don't know what that is gonna be yet. If you have any suggestions, Boys Down Bad Nation, let us know. So should we just run through each game?
Are we making our picks now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or
wow.
do we want to pick them now?
I thought we were just gonna do like a pool, like a
Yeah,
website.
I
and
think we
keep
should
track
do like
of them
a
there.
pool.
Oh, okay. So maybe we update every week on standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
can
I like
post
that.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we
That's
can
fine.
I'm
do
ill
the
prepared to do that.
draft of bowls.
That is something I'm not prepared for. And that was my fault.
Wow.
But
Imagine that.
yeah, we're gonna do a snake draft of bowl games. Best bowl games, funniest bowl games,
Interesting bowl
most
games.
interesting bowl games, and we'll compile a little list, and you guys can let us know which one's best.
Maybe we get a graphic. We can put a poll.
Yeah, we can. Who wants to start? Should we? Chris, can we do a randomizer? Live randomizer
Yep.
for
So
the?
We don't have an exact definition of this draft.
No,
It's just a bowl game draft.
Bowl game draft.
Oh, I love a wheel.
Yes, let's get a wheel.
Call.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. We need to somehow
This is
incorporate
nice.
a wheel.
Nice, great podcast.
2 ends.
2 ends. I like it. No, that's
That's
fine.
fine.
No, oh,
And he
You
goes
want the
back-
2 ends?
sure.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah,
This guy sucks.
Trevin with 2 ends. Okay.
Trevon.
Nope, that's fine. Just keep going.
Shout out Mike Stearns. Just always call me Trayvon.
He's a fan of the pod.
I know.
Oh,
He
I
is a
saw.
fan of
That's
the
why I
pod.
shouted him out.
Speaking of high school baseball,
Yeah.
I saw Jeff Woolsey
No way.
Really?
at Blue Sushi.
Shout out Woolsey.
Shout out Woolsey.
Shout
His
out
name is
Woolsey.
Jeff.
What a guy.
Is it Jeff?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Who?
I thought it was Mike.
What?
Is it Woolsey?
His first name?
Yeah.
Brian.
Brian.
We're all wrong.
I knew Jeff didn't sound right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
Brian
hate it.
Woolsey.
All right.
Wonder if he's found any dead bodies lately.
Okay.
Well, that's his job.
Yeah.
Context.
Yeah, that's context.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's
Okay,
spin the wheel.
Click to
Spin the
spin.
wheel.
All right, this is
picking
fun.
I don't know if I went first.
First
I don't even know
pick.
if I went first.
Oh my! It's Trevin.
Trev.
Okay.
Yeah, suck it. Remove. No, hit remove.
Oh no!
It's
I'm
fine.
winning
Again.
Trevin
It won't be Trev.
He's joking.
No, it
All
won't.
right, I'll get
It
the
won't.
pick
Okay.
too.
So Chris
Chris.
is second.
Okay, now I'll remove.
Sorry for the audio pod people, but
If
just
you're
go to the YouTube.
If you're listening on Spotify and he,
Yep. See, that's
There's-
a joke. There,
yeah.
that's why we don't do that.
so
Yeah.
Trevin's picking twice.
Yep. And here we go.
I think we should do the punishment by the wheel. We come up with different punishments and we spin the
Oh
wheel.
yeah, I like that.
yeah, we could do
a
that.
lot. Okay, I'm
Dylan
third.
gets third,
Third. Okay.
and then
I've
Peter's
got the
fourth.
So are we? How many picks are we doing? 3.
Three's probably
3.
fine.
Yeah, 3's good.
All right, 3 bowl games. So Trev's up.
All right, my first pick. I'm just gonna go with the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
It's just probably the
Can't beat
most
it.
iconic bowl in Pasadena. It's a big deal. They got a whole parade for it. Always good. It's always a good game too. It's always sunny.
Mm-hmm.
I love when they do the overhead shot because it's so the crowd is like split. You can see right where the colors split.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the best bowl game. It might not be the most. I mean, it's pretty meaningful too. If you go to the bowl game, you win the bowl game, you had a great season.
Yeah.
I would take a Rose Bowl right now. So
That's
Rose
a great
Bowl.
pick.
great
pick.
bowl game.
Chris.
I'm gonna go to the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yeah.
This one's just
It's just weird.
it's classic, and when you win a bowl game,
There goes the audio.
when you win a bowl game, your coach usually gets dunked with water, Gatorade, but in this bowl, you get dunked in mayo.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
sucks.
That's always fun to see the coach get dunked in mayo, and
That is fun.
so that's why I'm going there.
Good pick.
Yeah.
This might be a stupid question. Is the Orange Bowl still?
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
it still okay?
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
going to Orange Bowl.
Tennessee versus Clemson.
Okay.
It's
I wasn't-
truly.
they've
they're
made
both
so many.
orange.
They've made so many changes.
I know,
Just
all
like
these
with
sponsors.
and names, like it's kind of hard to keep up. But the Orange Bowl is my pick. I just love the trophy, just the bowl of oranges. It's always fun to see. And if you won the Orange Bowl, you had a successful season as well. It's just an iconic bowl. So
It's a good bowl.
that's my pick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of switch up the definition here. I'm gonna go Texas USC Rose Bowl. Is that player eligible?
Oh,
Like a
I thought the
specific game.
actual game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know.
okay, sure.
I just because I wasn't sure what exactly.
That was
we
the
meant.
greatest game of all time,
Yeah,
I think.
I just think that's an iconic one.
Okay, but also I'll allow it. But
Yeah,
just
that's
for you listeners. Remember, I have the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
and that was part of the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
something
to think about.
Yeah.
The second one, this is a new one this year. I'm gonna take the Barstool Arizona Bowl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have
I'm just
that one on
interested to
there.
see what it's gonna be like because it's gonna be Dave, Dan, and Jake Marsh.
Did you guys watch the basketball?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was awesome.
electric because they were just talking
Absolutely.
about betting the
Yeah,
whole
it was
time.
awesome.
I just think it's gonna be interesting. They were supposed to have it last year. I think both the teams like backed out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it could be like a catastrophe, but it also could just be like really fun especially as a gambler. Like you're gonna know
Yeah,
who's got what
it's
the
really
line
it's
is.
fun to watch.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you going? Are we doing Snake?
Yeah, he
Peter
just
did
did.
So he
That
just
was
did
my
two.
second.
Oh, I'm
there.
sorry.
So now
I'm
Dylan's up.
behind. I am gonna go with the between two.
We could do 4.
If you were prepared, this would be a lot easier.
Yeah, I didn't prepare. I'm gonna go with the Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah.
I
that's
just
a good
it's a
pick.
solid bowl.
That's hypocritical.
Do they hypocritical?
What's the first word?
Oh, I am lactose intolerant.
Ah,
I get it. It's fine.
he's pandering to the audience.
Yeah, I am. Sure he
Have
is.
you ever had a Cheez-It?
I do like Cheez-Its actually. It's not real
Fair
cheese.
play.
Yeah, it's not real cheese. You're fine.
It's artificial.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
Do they dump Cheez-Its
Yeah.
on the coach?
They do.
Yeah.
I had the
that's-
Cheez-It Bowl. That's why.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it's good bowl.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great pick by me.
Yeah.
All
Great
right.
pick. I'm gonna go to the Military Bowl.
Damn it, I had that.
Solid.
We love the troops on this podcast.
Love the
Yep,
troops.
that's exactly why
And
I
this bowl game, basically, even usually there's a military. If Navy was good or Army was good, they'd be in this bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But since neither team was good, they didn't make a bowl. But it still praises the military, and so that's why I'm going there.
Love the troops.
Yeah, we love the troops.
Yep. Good pick.
Yep. Along those lines, just kind of remembering history, remembering people who have given their lives for this country. I'm going to go with the Alamo Bowl
Never
because there's
forget.
a couple things you never forget. You always remember the Titans. You always remember the Alamo. And if you have a good swing thigh, you always remember that swing thigh.
Swing thought on 18.
On 18.
Swing thought on 18
to
at
keep
McCook.
you for the Sunday round.
Yep.
But yeah, Alamo
Yeah.
Bowl, it's iconic. It's always been around. It's a good bowl,
Mhm.
not a bad bowl. Always remember the Alamo. Never
Always.
forget. And I have another one, don't I?
You do.
Shoot.
Last one.
Oh, this is our last one?
Yep,
Yeah, we're only doing 3.
Oh.
Unless we do 4.
Well, let's do 3.
3.
Yeah, because some people didn't
Yeah.
prepare.
Yep.
Hmm.
I have a couple in the back of my mind, though.
I'm going to go with the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
just-
solid one.
It's a cool name, the Bad
Mhm.
Boy Mowers, and it's in Yankee Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic.
Yep.
Pinstripe Bowl. That's all
Syr-
you need to know.
Syracuse
solid.
versus Minnesota. Yeah.
Syracuse versus Minnesota.
Okay, with my last one, I'm going to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
It's a cool logo.
It is a cool logo. I was a Frosted Flakes guy in elementary school.
Yeah.
Before school, having a bowl of Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger on the box.
Cool.
Nice.
That's why.
That's awesome.
You and every other kid.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I'm going to this bowl. Might not be a good game, but Tony the Tiger.
I like that. My last pick is going to be, I believe this is the first year they've done it, but it is I believe it's called the Fenway Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one.
It is. Let's see.
Can't say I've heard of him.
Well, what's the first one?
New
Fenway.
player of the draft.
Wasabi Fenway
Wasabi
Bowl.
Fenway Bowl. So it's at Fenway.
Why is it called Wasabi?
It's probably just the
Wasabi is
sponsor.
the
company.
sponsor.
That would have
But-
just been a good Fenway Bowl.
Two teams without coaches.
Yeah.
No, they have technically the same coach right now. 'Cause
Ooh, that's weird.
No, the Louisville coach left for Cincinnati, right?
yeah.
And they're gonna.
That's
they
Yeah.
weird.
And
Yeah.
the crazy
They
part
only
is
have-
at
Yeah.
Fenway,
Whoa.
there's only room for one side. Like they're both on the same sideline.
Oh.
They're gonna be spaced out, but it'll be weird for Guy.
That'll be
Don't
very
know
weird.
his
for
name.
guys.
Is Fickle coaching in that for Cincinnati?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
Unsure.
That's my pick.
Anyways.
Just it'll be anytime you play football on a baseball field is cool. So, Peters.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last one, I'm just going with the national championship game. Is that
That's
eligible?
solid.
Is it a bowl game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Scroll down to the bottom.
I don't think it's a bowl game.
It's played in SoFi.
College football
Playoff
playoff national
national.
championship.
Mm.
presented
It
by
is not a
AT&T.
bowl game.
I wouldn't call it a bowl game.
Technically not a bowl
Would
game.
you say no?
Every other thing has.
There's
bowl.
really no sponsor.
I mean, it's on the list though.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't call it.
because here's the thing.
Because what's the
The
bowl?
two playoff games are bowl games.
Yeah.
But then the national championship
Yep.
is not a bowl game.
But
So we're just going to let the national championship go undrafted.
Yeah,
Correct.
'cause it's not a
it's
bowl
not a
game.
bowl game.
okay,
just a
I'm just
game.
seeing this weird. They have a Cheez-It Bowl and they also have a
Yeah.
Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Two
Yes.
Cheez-Its this year.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Whoa.
Cheez-Its getting their name out there.
Okay, I vote allow the national championship to be a bowl game.
Okay.
Whatever.
I mean, you always end the year with a bowl game. Unless you
Why
go
wouldn't it
fight-
be?
I like Chris's point where look, the semifinal Chick-fil-A
Okay.
Peach Bowl and
Yeah,
then
but
championship.
If you go back
No bowl
when it
at
was
the end.
when it was BCS,
It
the
wasn't a bowl
championship-
game though.
It was
the
the Orange
BCS
Bowl.
National
It would-
Championship.
It was. The
It was
BCS
played
national champ-
in
But it would be a bowl, right?
but okay, here's the thing. So in the BCS era, if it was say if it was played in Miami where the Orange Bowl's played, they would still have an Orange Bowl and then they'd have a national championship game.
But you're not.
But you
gonna
wouldn't
win
get the Orange Bowl trophy and the national championship trophy.
Well, the loser's not going to get the Orange Bowl trophy.
No, but what I'm saying is they had the Orange Bowl.
All right, whatever. I'm going to go with the Chick-fil-A Bowl because this is ridiculous.
I mean, he realizes he was wrong. And
Yeah.
he had to
No.
Yeah.
It was.
just,
Yeah.
because I can't vote for myself. I'm gonna have 2 vetoes.
This is a different point, but they need to go back to the old national championship trophy with the crystal football.
Yeah.
That's way cooler than the
Yeah.
playoff.
I also
Yeah.
like this because these are the 2 teams I predicted to be in the national championship game, so I'm taking partial credit because they're playing each other.
What, Ohio State, Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
A controversial snake draft, but it was a good one.
maybe we'll get that as a
Honorable
poll.
mentions.
Yeah.
Bahamas Bowl.
I had
Just
the
be sick to go to the Bahamas.
I had
And
the
it's the
Cotton Wars
first game.
Classic.
Yep, I had that on there.
I had the 2014 Bahamas Bowl with Western Kentucky and Central Michigan.
Jeez.
The
could forget that
the Fiesta Bowl with Oklahoma Boise State.
Yep,
Yep.
that one
Yeah.
I drafted.
Iconic.
Take the
Solid.
national championship.
The famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Mhm.
It's just a good one.
It's a great one.
It's played on the
Yeah.
blue turf, right?
Yep.
At Boise.
is.
I would hate
Gator
that.
Bowl.
I would opt
Classic.
out.
Gator Bowl, Alamo. You took the Alamo.
Yeah, never forget.
Nebraska's won the
The
Gator
Cotton
Bowl.
Bowl?
Did we win the
And
Gator
the
Bowl?
Alamo.
I went to the Alamo Dome for that's where the
for the
Nutsacks play.
Nutsacks game.
Cool place.
Yeah. Never forget.
Never forget. All right. Good snake draft. Let's move into the Boys Down Bad parlay for the week. Would this be week 16 of the Boys Down Bad parlay? I think 16.
I think it's 16.
Week
Yeah.
16.
No, 7.
I think it's 16.
I think it's
I
16.
think it's 16.
Well, because we had week 0,
yeah.
and then we had championship week. I don't know.
Anyway,
Hmm.
we were very close last week. Missed it by 1. The Giants just didn't show up.
Yep, that's on me.
And maybe
Not even close.
the Eagles are just good. They, we
And the
pulled out.
Giants could just be bad.
Could be bad. We pulled out the Army-Navy over. That was electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Army won in
was-
overtime.
My
Trevin gave up on
apologies.
it early.
He did, yeah.
Well,
That was heinous.
I hated it when you guys said it, so.
The
And I
nine-
was,
That's why.
I was on the right side. I will.
The
stand
9
by that.
possessions, 9 punts was worrisome.
It was a scary start.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is
Did not deserve to
dead,
go over.
dead.
But so let's move into it for the week. Peters, you want to start us?
Yeah, this is the game, one of the bowl games I love the most. I'm taking Oregon State minus 10.
Okay.
So Anthony Richardson has opted
Against?
out against Florida.
Florida.
Anthony Richardson has opted out. Their second string is in jail.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And their third string has played, I think, 11 snaps.
Okay.
So
love
this
that.
game, it's in Vegas. So same time zone for Arizona State or Oregon State. I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I do like this.
I like
you
it.
have
Good pick.
you have a quarterback who's played 11 snaps.
Very well thought out.
Yeah, go Beavs.
Go
Shout out.
Beavs, baby.
All the players that left Nebraska to go to
Shout out Tyjon.
Tyjon, Tristan,
Yep.
Caleb Lightbourne.
Caleb Lyons. I forgot he went there.
Go Beavs.
Go Beavs. Trev, what do you got?
I'm going with the Browns. Browns
Again?
minus 2.5. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
No, other way around.
Wait, shame on you, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. I'm just
fuck
an
the-
nope. I know that. I'm just an idiot, but I think I bet 2 weeks ago I took the Texans against the Browns. Not even close. Last week I took the Browns against the who'd they play?
Bengals.
Bengals,
yeah.
not even close. So now I'm going back on the Browns.
Okay.
Deshaun has not looked good the first 2 weeks. I know that, but it's his first home game playing against the Ravens. Lamar's probably out.
Mm-hmm.
If Lamar plays, can we void it? And I'll think of a new one. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm betting
fair.
on a
Yeah.
minus 2.5 with the line, assuming Lamar's
And
out.
Huntley's
Okay.
out too.
Oh, really?
So they're down to their third string.
oh, yeah.
The
Love
Ravens are
Browns.
if
Yeah.
Lamar doesn't
Browns.
play.
So what is it? Minus.
Browns minus 2.5.
And even if
Okay.
Lamar's back, he's probably not going to be fully healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
It's a good pick.
Yeah, we got this.
Chris, what do you got?
I'm going to go Fresno State against Washington State. I think Fresno State's favored by 3.
Jake Hayner,
Okay.
great quarterback.
People really don't know about Fresno. They kind of play late at
Mhm.
night every week. It's in the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl,
Ooh, nice.
sponsored by Jimmy Kimmel. Fresno's actually really good. Their offense is good. They got a good defense. Washington State's offensive line is atrocious. So I think Fresno, it's in California, kind of a home game for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Love
Fresno.
That pick. Love
minus
that
3.
pick.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
minus 3.
My pick, I'm going to the NFL this week. It's going to be the Bills, favored by 7.5 at home against the Dolphins. This line didn't make a ton of sense to me. I thought it would be smaller. So obviously we take the fishy lines. We jump over the trap. That's what we're doing this week. The Bills need to keep winning to get home field advantage or 1 seed. I think they're going to blow them out. Dolphins didn't look very good against the Chargers. So Bills minus 7.5, and you can lock that parlay up.
It's a revenge spot for the Bills, too. Miami beat them earlier in the year.
That is true. They did. Forgot about
Love
that. All right. Good parlay. All right, let's move into NFL for the week. Couple storylines that we need to cover. Peters, do you want to apologize at all? Or are you sticking to your take? Okay. So you're sticking to your take about Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. If he does it a third time, maybe he's good.
So he's got to prove it to you one more time?
One more time.
Beating Tom Brady wasn't enough for you.
Not just destroying Tom Brady.
I forgot Tom Brady's kind of washed.
True.
If he does it, who do they play this week?
The Niners?
Yeah.
I don't know who the Niners play.
Well, you have a computer. You can check.
I could.
The Niners play they're on Thursday night. They play the
Seattle.
Yeah,
They're in Seattle.
That's a huge game for their division, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so if he can win a divisional game and cover, I'll say I was
on the
wrong.
road.
Okay.
On the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll admit it at that point.
I mean,
need to
yeah,
see it.
I agree because Purdy played good, but he didn't really have to because the
Yeah.
Bucks only scored 7.
Yeah.
You were getting flamed on TikTok.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oof. Yeah.
But
I mean,
I love Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
He plays with so much fire and just
if he wins the
young
Super Bowl,
energy.
if he wins the Super Bowl, I'll buy a Brock Purdy 49ers jersey.
Okay.
Cool.
I like that.
He has to start and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not. If the Niners pick up somebody,
Yeah.
bet is voided.
Niners are good. I
Niners
think
are
they've
good.
won like 7 in a row.
If
6
Debo,
or 7 in a row.
If Debo comes back and is okay,
If he starts and
scary.
wins the Super Bowl,
yeah.
if he does not start and he comes in, it's bet is null.
And you got to wear it the week before the pod or the week before the Super Bowl. So the pod before the
I'll
Super
wear
Bowl,
it for
and then you have to wear it Super Bowl Sunday
yeah.
when
Yeah.
we're watching it together.
Yeah.
You got.
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna get. It's not gonna. The jersey wouldn't get to me before the Super Bowl if he has to win it.
True.
That's true.
If he makes the
Yeah, I
playoffs,
was
you have to
thinking
order
that.
it. And then you can return it.
If he wins the Super Bowl, I'll buy and wear a Brock Purdy jersey every 49ers game
Okay, that's fair.
For the
Alright.
next season,
for the next season.
Okay, that's a good
Okay.
bet. I like that.
fair.
That's a good one. Chris, do you want to talk about Baker Mayfield at all?
Bake him.
Bake
Yeah.
him? Peters was right on that take.
He was. I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I said last week on the pod that the Rams were going to lose the rest of their games, but somehow Baker just came. He just did it.
He was him.
Like
He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him.
that last drive from the 2-yard line leads him down.
It's incredible.
Throws a bomb to Justin Jefferson for the touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
or not
Van
Justin.
Jefferson.
Van Jefferson.
Wow.
Van Jefferson.
Whoa.
Sorry. I
loved
wish
his-
Justin Jefferson was on the Rams. But yeah, that was fun to see.
I loved his quote saying he booked the plane ticket before the waiver went through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
I didn't watch the game because I was like, I don't care about that.
Same.
But then I checked the score, and the first thing I did was message in the group chat to Chris. Great win.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
That
Baker
was impressive.
Mayfield.
I had the Raiders, so I was a little sad, but it was cool to see.
I too
You-
had the Raiders.
yeah, you had the
I
Raiders,
was
too.
very conflicted
Yeah,
because I was like, I lost money, but the Rams won, so
Rams won.
I was happy.
My other thing I wrote down is the Lions are good.
Yeah.
The Lions are a very
Yeah.
good team, and they have a chance to make the playoffs, which I didn't think I would ever say.
That's
I
a
don't think.
fishy line this week.
Is it a pick 'em now? I thought
Minus one
Minus
Jets.
one
Minus
for the
one
Jets.
Is Jared Goff
It's-
like
We'll
good?
get to that.
I
I think
oh,
Jared Goff is good.
I think
Yeah.
I
In
think
the
he's
right
good.
system, Jared Goff can be good.
He has weapons now,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
which when he was with the Rams, who were his weapons?
Cup was just starting
Cup
out.
See, and he wasn't.
He was
wasn't him yet.
okay.
Robert
Yeah.
Woods,
Robert Woods,
Bobby Trees.
Todd Gurley.
Gurley.
I
Now
don't
he
know.
has Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams balled out.
He's got good running backs.
Two good running backs. I don't know.
I
They
like
could-
the Lions.
I do too.
You feel good for him. Great, Dan Campbell, great guy.
Mhm.
You feel good for him after they were so close in like every game last year and went like 3-13 or something stupid, but they stuck with him. He could have easily got fired, and they just trusted him.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about the Cowboys?
Yeah. What happened? Almost.
It was one of those games where after every quarter I was like, oh, we're playing bad, but we'll figure it out. It happened after the first. It happened at halftime. I was like, oh, we're not playing our best, but we'll figure it out. After the third, I was like, okay, we might actually lose this game. And then Dak threw that pick in his own end zone.
They should have lost.
And they got to then they had they won the game on that stand at the goal line, which was awesome to watch our defense step up. And then they had that huge drive at the end. But I was worried. It's classic Cowboys. They have like 3 games in a row where you think they're going to win the Super Bowl, and then they do something like that. And your expectations come crashing down again. So
On the bright side, they don't ask how, they ask how many.
it's true. That's very true. We got the we got the Jags this week, but I'm personally, as a fan, looking ahead to the Eagles. Huge game. If we handle the Jags and beat the Eagles, we have a chance at
Is
the 1
it
seed.
at the Jags?
It is at the
Yes,
Jags,
it is.
yes.
Ooh.
Which, that's
Little look ahead spot.
big time look ahead spot for the
Jags
Jags.
can be dangerous. It
They can.
just depends which Jags show up.
That is correct.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But any other headlines you want to talk about?
Bears didn't lose.
Bears didn't lose.
It's a good week.
They got who they have this week?
Eagles.
Eagles.
Should be
We'll
pretty
get to
easy.
it.
Another
be-
look ahead
we'll
spot.
we'll get into it. Okay, 2 we'll get into it. Let's just move into that. The NFL locks for the week.
Do we need to apologize to people?
We might
Yeah,
need
I'll
to
apologize
yeah,
when
go
you
ahead.
lose
Yeah,
a bet
I'll
by
apologize.
40-ish. It wasn't 40, but it felt like 40.
Yeah.
It just never had a chance. I stick by it. I mean, divisional. Wait, was my
Yours was the
NFL
Browns.
Oh, mine was the Browns.
Yeah, your parlay.
My
was the
parlay
guy.
was either way 0-2. Just bad by me.
Well,
I'll be better.
We went 0-4 on the NFL picks we sent out this week.
Yeah.
The
And
locks.
then
Which
we lost the parlay as well.
And we lost the parlay, so
Yikes.
0-5 for the week.
So you're down 5 units last
But-
week.
Get
We're
it back
gonna-
this week.
we're gonna
New
bounce
week.
back,
That's
yeah.
the beauty of it.
It's a new week. Peters, tell me your NFL lock.
So I've went with a lot of unders this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with just a fun over here. And it's
Okay.
going to be Eagles, Bears over 48.5. And
I
know,
really like that.
I know Chris has been saying, oh, Bears have been flying over. Bears have been flying over. It's just a fun game. You have Trevor said it. The Bears defense is not good.
No.
Justin Fields is good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just think this is going to be one that's fun. And I just want to watch a game, cheer for points, because I want these picks to do good. But I
Mhm.
also want to have fun watching.
It's a good
So-
point.
Just a fun over 48.5. What, you need a 24 to 25 game at worst.
I like that.
That gets you over.
I like that. Good pick. Trev, what do you got?
My NFL lock, it just came to me. Like 5 seconds ago it came to me, but I love
Really?
it. I hate it, but I love it because it's the Packers. It's the Packers -7 on Monday night against the Rams. Coming off a bye. Rams just had a fluky win. I mean, sure, Baker looked good for one drive, but he's not the long-term solution. It's a fluke. Packers are going to make one last playoff push. Coming off a bye, they're going to figure some things out. I just think they're favored by 7, but I think they could kill them. It'll be a bloodbath.
I think that's a good pick.
I like it.
I don't think Baker can keep it up, but
Yeah.
Great
Lock it
pick.
in. Lock it in at -7 right now.
lock it in. Chris, what do you got?
We talked about it earlier. You said that the Lions are good, which I agree with. But I'm actually going to take the Jets. They're -1. But I'm just going to go the money line.
Okay.
So they just got to win the game. Both teams fighting for a playoff spot. It's in New York. Jets defense is good. I don't think the Lions have played a team with a
Right.
really good defense lately.
Question, is Mike White playing? Because he about died
He did.
during the
That
game.
is
True. It could be Zach Wilson, but it could also be Joe Flacco.
Could be
And Joe
Flacco.
Flacco's stepped up in big games.
He has.
I mean, he's won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he has it in him
The
to
Jets
win a
D
game.
is salty.
Jets D is very good. They've
Very
got
good.
guys that can cover the Lions. They could get after Jared Goff.
Mhm.
He's known for fumbling in the pocket. So I think the Jets can pull it out at home.
I like that. Good pick.
Thank you.
Boys, I have another NFL lock of the year.
Uh-oh.
And you can check the receipts. I am 1-0 on the year on NFL locks. NFL locks of the year. So I would recommend tailing this. It's going to be the Bucks plus 3.5 at home against the Bengals. The Bucks coming off that embarrassing loss to Purdy and the Niners. Their division is extremely close, and this is the time in the season when the NFL pulls their little strings, sends Tom Brady to the playoffs, keep the divisions close. This is one of those games you wouldn't expect the Bucks to win, but in order to go to the playoffs, they're going to have to. So the NFL is going to pull their strings. Bucks are going to win. Tom Brady's going to make his little playoff run that he always does. And it's going to start this week. So Bucks plus 3.5, lock it in.
Love
that.
Love it.
Thank you. Well, that's all I got today, boys. It was a great pod, great interview, great conversation.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure. All right.
Yeah,
You got
I
something?
got nothing. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red, baby.
Big game against K-State.
Big game Saturday.
Big game Saturday. Cheer hard. All right, this is Boys Down Bad Podcast. I'm Dylan.
Trev.
Peters.
I'm Chris.
Have yourselves a top 10 weekend.